welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be more of kind of a vlog kind of video, and I'm going to be doing a daily routine kind of video. So yeah, I'm just going to be riding some of my horses and yeah, just the things that I do on daily. So yeah, let's get going. So I'm currently just heading out of the little room and heading over to my horses. I'm first heading over to grab Wish out of the field. There you go, I've just brought him in. And now I'm going to Fleur, and if you don't know who Fleur is, you can go and watch my last video, which was introducing her. So I just brought her into the wash stall. I'm giving her some water, grooming her, picking her hooves out and getting ready to ride. Here you can see I put on her saddle and I'm just about to put on her bridle, there we go, and then her numnah and also her boots. So now we're just heading on down to the bottom. And now I am putting on my hat and gloves and preparing to get on, ready for our ride. So now I'm just mounting up onto Fleur, and now we're out, and today I took Fleur on a hack for a change, as for the last few days since I've got her I've been schooling her and getting used to her. So I thought a hack might be nice, and I also wanted to see how she was on the roads. So we also went for a bit of a trot on the road after I'd gotten used to her and see how she went in walk. So we had a little trot and then we went down this grassy bit and into the water, as I also wanted to see how she reacted to the water where it was shallow. So I just stopped her and let her kind of sniff it and have a drink just before walking in, so that I could be sure that she wasn't scared of it or anything, but she just walked straight in and was really calm about it. So we just kind of walked around for a little bit while she just had a little bit of playtime in the water. She was so relaxed and good, as you can see, and it was a really nice ride. We also had a bit of a trot in the water. We came out the other side, turned back round and went back down in through the other slope, as I wanted to see how she entered and exited in trot. She was really calm. Even here, as you can see, the water was a little bit deeper, but we went straight through that in trot and she was absolutely perfect. She went up and down through all the bumpy bits, through the shallow, and she trotted straight out, and we went forwards to walk, as we did have quite a long trot. Now we went and carried on our hack and we went through Mistfall Village. We also had a trot through here, as there weren't any cars about at that time. We walked over this bridge and I thought that she might have reacted, but she didn't even flint an eyelid and she just walked straight over it. So we trotted on through here and I stopped off at the shop as I needed to grab some more hay, as we had run out. After we'd stopped off at the shop, we carried on our hack. We had a short canter on this piece of grass on the side of the road just before walking ready to go over the bridge. We carried on trotting after we had gotten off of the bridge and then had another short canter on the other side. Even though this was quite a long canter, Fleur kept her stamina really well as we crossed over the road and then had another canter on the other side of the road. Then after that we carried on trotting down the road, and as you can see in the background is our stables. So then that was the end of our hack, and Fleur was a really good girl, so I took her back into the wash stall ready to untack and put back in her stable. So now I had untacked her and taken off my hat and gloves, I'm just taking her back to the stable after our really long ride, and she can have a rest. Now we are going over to Merlin, and we did some arena cross country with him as we hadn't done anything like that for a while, so I thought it'd be something nice to do as it is a bit different. So now we're all tacked up and ready, we left our home stable and we went on down to the arena. So first we did a quick warm up in walk, trot and canter. He had a really steady canter, but then I did have to get him to speed up a little bit, as you can see here, as it was arena cross country. We needed to have good control, but we also need to have speed as the jumps aren't particularly small. We also did circles to make sure that we had complete control due to it being quite a rounded course. We also did some longer sides and circuits in the faster canter, and then we also did some more trotting just so that we weren't constantly doing canter. We also then changed direction so that we could then canter on the other direction, as we don't want to keep it all to one direction as he'll get bored and then think that it's okay to canter on that one rein all the time. So here's our first jump. The striding was a little bit dodgy, but it is his first time doing arena cross country in this location. After our few jumps, I just included a couple of them as we were there for a while. We did some more cantering round before the end of our session. And finally I cooled him off by walking him around before it was time for us to leave. Now we got back to our home stable, I untacked him and took him back to his stable. He walked straight in so that I could turn him round and then head on over to Wish. I made sure that Wish wasn't hungry. I also gave him a quick groom and picked out his feet. And I gave him a drink of water. Now I'm just putting on his tack, all ready to take him out to the mini menage outside. I gave him the red number for today also. Here I'm just walking him outside, all ready for our session. Here we're just heading on to the mini menage or arena, and if you've seen the first episode of my mini series, we're currently breaking him in, so I just kind of put him in here just so that he could have a run round, as he's still getting used to his saddle, but he is a lot calmer and he just gets a bit excited as it is open space. That's not due to the saddle, he does this with and without the saddle. He does calm down though after he's had a bit of a book, and he just kind of starts to sniff around in the floor and have a bit of a drink of the wet grass and eat some of the leftover grass from summer. Here he's just enjoying his food, even though he just had eaten, and he's just been a little bit greedy. Here I just came in to grab him as he had had about an hour in the mini menage. So I gave him a stroke before grabbing my lead rope and leading him out of the mini menage. Now I'm just taking him back to the stable, ready to put back. Wish is a bit of a slow walk, so it did take us a while to walk to the stable. We took him straight into the stable and turned him round, ready to untack. I also took off my hat and gloves. I then went over to the final horse that I'm riding today, and this is Duke. Duke has been featured a lot on my Instagram. I decided today that I'm riding him bareback, so I put on his bridle, his boots, then I also put on my hat and gloves, and now we're just walking out, ready to go for our mini session, bareback in the mini arena. I thought that it'd be a nice break as we have done a lot of intense schooling and jumping training very recently. So I wanted to give him a bit of a break, and it also helps us to connect better as you can feel the horse more without the saddle. We are working on also going bridleless or maybe bitless, depending on what he prefers. Duke is quite a new horse, but I have had him for about a month or two now, and it is going really well at the moment. Here's our trot bareback. This is the first trot I've ever done bareback on him, and he didn't feel as bouncy as I thought he was going to, and yeah, he just felt actually quite smooth, which surprised me quite a bit. Here's our canter, and it was also really smooth, and he was going really nice and wasn't going too fast, but he wasn't going too slow either. Here we're changing directions. Once again, we don't want to keep it all in the same direction, as he will get bored and then think that it's okay to go in the same direction all the time. And we went for a trot on this rein also. And a canter. And then we went back to trot on the opposite rein, and just to kind of bring him back. And then we practiced our walk to canter transitions, ready for our show jumping competitions. And then I just walked him round to cool him off. I had to speed it up a bit as it did take a while. Now I'm just ready to head him out and take him back to the stable. Here we're just heading on back to the stable, ready to untack him and put him back into the stables. Now we put him away, and yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you don't mind the fact that this video is 17 minutes long-ish altogether. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more longer videos or these vlog kind of videos or like a day in my life kind of videos, be sure to comment down below and like it if you enjoyed the video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!